Hey everyone, this is Evan with Selco Liquidation here. I just want to make a quick video for people who are just getting started in flipping pallets, or people who are interested in getting started with flipping pallets but don't really know where to start. So I came up with a list of questions that I'm usually asked, or that I feel will give you a good foundation for where to get started. And I'm just going to go over those and try to answer as many questions as possible that you probably have. Also on our website, we have a FAQ page at selcoliquidation.com. We have an FAQ page where you can see more frequently asked questions and hopefully get the answers to questions that you yourself may have. So getting started. A lot of people ask, where do I even get started to selling this stuff, to flipping this stuff from these pallets? And the best place to get started is Facebook Marketplace. That is going to be the number one place and your best bet, especially if you don't have a retail front or anything like that. Facebook Marketplace is widely used for buying, and so that means it's a great place to sell. There's always people looking for stuff. And there's also Facebook yard sale pages, and I'll address that in a minute, but Marketplace is going to be the number one spot, especially because when people are on Marketplace, they're searching for what they know they already want. So if they're searching for a toolbox or mini fridge or furniture, whatever it may be, they already know what they want, and they're going straight to Facebook Marketplace and searching for that item, looking for it. Now, with the yard sale pages, most counties and cities have several yard sale pages, and that's going to be a better place to list stuff when people don't know what they want or that they want that item yet. Because people don't go to those pages looking for a specific item. They just see it in their newsfeed and decide, whether it's, oh, this is interesting, they click on it, or this isn't interesting and just keep scrolling. That's going to be better for a lot more items that are unique and probably have a lot less search volume. Something such as an outdoor offset umbrella. That's probably not an item that people really search a lot for on Marketplace, but if they saw it in their news feed through a yard sale page, they might be interested in it. So when posting this stuff on Facebook, you're competing with a lot of other sellers. As I said before, these people already know what they want. So most of the time, they already know what they want. So they search for a toolbox and they're going to see a bunch of other people posting toolboxes. You're not going to be the only person, and sometimes they don't even choose the person with the best price. This is why it's going to be really important to choose or to take quality photos with good lighting and that accurately portray the item, using quality titles. Usually in the past, when I used to sell and flip stuff on Facebook, I would copy and paste the title straight from from Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever the item was from. I just copy and paste that title because it's the most professional looking and it accurately tells you what the item is. You don't have to come up with an item on your own, and that way you can spend more time on the more important stuff, such as pricing and descriptions. So descriptions, always inspect your items and test them when applicable. You don't want to just look at a box and like, oh, this is brand new, I'm just gonna go and sell it as is. You can't get quality photos if you don't open the box or put the item together. And B, people are gonna be a lot more skeptical of something that is still in the box, and to where you don't even know what it looks like or know if it's missing pieces or whatever it is. You want to have a good experience or a great experience with your buyers. That way you can build a positive reputation, which will help increase your sales in the future. Because Facebook Marketplace, when you post on there, it creates a commerce profile for you. In that commerce profile, people leave reviews after you sell them stuff. And equally, after you sell them stuff, you leave them reviews as well as a buyer. And so it's really important to build good ratings and positive reviews, because people see that. That's the first thing they see if they click on your profile when they see it on Facebook Marketplace. They can see if you have 5 stars, 1 star, 3 stars, 4 stars, 2 stars, whatever it is. So it's really important to be accurate and honest with what you're selling, and to take the extra time to inspect stuff and to test stuff, such as mini fridge. Don't just assume the mini fridge works. That's not always the case. Sometimes mini fridges get returned for dents. Sometimes they get returned because the compressor's burnt out. Plug it in, see if it cools down. If it does, then you're in good shape. If it doesn't, it's probably a compressor issue. And that doesn't mean it's not worth anything. You can still sell them. I've been able to sell mini fridges with burnt out compressors for usually about $15, $20. That's not a lot since they're worth, between $100, $200. But anything is better than nothing, especially to help recoup your costs so you can start making profit as quickly as possible. And when you end up with like a mini fridge as a burnt out compressor, just, list it as $20 and tell people, hey, it doesn't cool. And people still look for that stuff to help so that they can flip it themselves, or they might want to buy a new compressor or, try to fix it themselves, whatever it is. And that's a lot of stuff. It's not just mini fridges, anything that can be broken or doesn't work. A lot of people will want to fix it. Just let them know and be honest about it. Say, hey, this doesn't work, and price it accordingly. Which leads me into my next topic is pricing. A lot of people don't really know where to get started with pricing. What's a good baseline? Honestly, 50 to 60% off of retail is a great baseline. That can vary greatly according to a number of different factors, such as quality of the item, whether it's damaged, works, etc., and the type of item. A lot of stuff holds its value really well. A lot of stuff doesn't hold value at all. And so it just kind of depends on what that item is, but a great baseline is 50 to 60% off of retail. Sometimes it's not going to sell for that much, but you can always lower the price. You can't raise the price. Once it's sold, it's sold. So if it's overpriced, you can keep lowering it accordingly. And yes, so the next topic would be, where do I store this stuff? Maybe you live in an apartment, maybe you don't have a lot of garage space. I used to rent out a storage unit, an 8x10 storage unit. And I did climate control just because I just want to be on the safe side. And with dealing with stuff like, I used to buy a lot of mini fridges. I would seek those out. I like dealing with those a lot. And so I wanted something climate control to help protect that stuff, make sure it wasn't getting damaged by moisture or anything like that. But it's not necessary. It's just me taking an extra safety precaution to ensure that my stuff was working and didn't get ruined by the weather or conditions. So storage unit is a great place to do, especially because you don't have to worry about the safety of somebody coming to your home. And plus, a lot of buyers don't feel comfortable going to somebody else's home. They usually want to meet in a public space, and you yourself probably want to meet in a public space as well. I know a lot of people want to meet at like a local Walmart or Kroger or, wherever. And storage units have cameras, and they're very safe, especially if you're in a good side of town as well. And also, when choosing your storage unit, of course, you want something that's relatively close to where you live, but also try to pick something that's a little more central so that people are more willing to meet you at that location. And what I would do as well is I would take my stuff home, test it, inspect it, take the photos, etc. And then after that, I would take it to the storage unit. After everything was posted online, or I had my photos and everything, then I would take it to the unit and keep it there from there on out. So I hope that answered a lot of questions and gives you a good foundation on where to get started. Look up your local yard sale pages, find a good storage unit that's reasonably priced. For climate control, I paid for an 8x10, I think about $110 a month. And if you're consistently selling stuff and you're committed to this, that's really easy to recoup your costs from that. But if this is something that you're not completely committed to, then just start yourself off with just one pallet so that you're not over committed with financially, and so that you don't need a ton of extra space in your house to store this stuff. But if you really want to commit to this, I would definitely recommend storage unit. You can cancel them at any time. Quality photos, pricing, or accurate descriptions, testing and inspecting your products before you sell them, and pricing about 50 to 60% off of retail. So I hope that helps. We're going to start providing resources on our website as well to help people get started. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.